TimberBorn, and the benefit of being up mega early is I am recording the next video today, still before work. Yeah, I know. It's I'm probably not going to get this one finished, but hey, it's kind of good to get a few ahead for me, because that way I'm more chilled about stuff. So how are we looking for other things other than panicking about dealing with floods, I guess? We actually have some mangroves up here now. So apart from the idea that I'm just wondering how we get down to harvest these effectively. And I'm thinking maybe we put a few random staircases in. And we might just be able to drop a harvesting dude there. We actually really don't need those there anymore. I feel like we could actually get rid of those and plant some more trees maybe. In fact, we are not going to do that. We are going to remove them. We obviously still have power problems. Really, we could do with a few engines. You know? Let's be honest. That's how the folktale, the INTs really do power. But to do that, we probably need to be growing a lot more wood. We can now expand the area that we're growing trees. So let's do that. Let's make use of the maximum area that our forester can forester. So that does impact our ability to do industry here, but I think maybe we keep this industry area as what it is, and maybe we build a new one which isn't based on power from water wheels, maybe somewhere down here. So yeah, but we obviously need to be producing a lot more lumber. If we wanted to build an engine, we would need more metal than we have. So that might be a job for after the bad tide. No, I don't think that we could store enough power here to get us through bad tide. So probably ultimately we want to relocate everything that's here to a new area. That's maybe got a combination of power wheels and it looks like we need some more scrap metaling going on. So let's take someone out of somewhere and get them doing scrap metal. What's that? Yeah. Want to get that built and then the one more that we are planning. So let's actually plan the one that we're planning. Planning's good. So I think we did double and a double again, and then yeah, we can I think having 4 water pumps running through droughts and bad tides for the size of the colony is going to make things a lot better. Now we've got fresh water. This, I suspect they're putting logs in there because there's no log storage anywhere else. So, and there is, yeah, there's probably no log storage anywhere else. So that's okay. Is okay. How are they doing over here? Yep, so they've got that done. So if we connect these up, and I want to make sure that this is a high priority job. We may as well demolish that one as well. And then we'll get that built in. That will, in theory, mean that we are no longer leaking water anywhere. So that'll be good. They've not really made too much of a dent in this yet, which is also pretty good. We have some homeless beavers again, so I am wondering if I don't know. I don't know what... I don't really have a plan in my head yet for how we're going to really structure things. So it's all a bit random at the moment, if you hadn't guessed. It's all a bit random. But, you know, I'm just at the moment, I'm just glad we're beyond surviving. And we've got a moment to catch our breath. And, you know, we've pretty much got a dam built now, which is going to be great. We've got the ability to pump water during bad tides and droughts, which is great. Yeah. It's also different. It's also different. We did not connect the path all the way up, which is not great. There we go. I'm going to make removing these obstructions a kind of mid-priority. Basically, I want the water to flow better through there because it's quite narrow. So, yep. And one thing that I'm not sure about, I don't know if it can be if mappers can adjust it and whether the mapper has adjusted it. The evaporation doesn't feel as extreme on here as it does on a normal map. So, and that's a plus. That's a definite plus. Yeah. So how are we for power? I guess we're full of explosives, so we could swap explosives power to being metal power, and that might allow us to build the engine. And then I think, in preparation for the fact that we're going to be expanding the colony, I am going to put in a water dump here, and we'll set up some more farming over here. Yeah, I think we're going to get a new industrial area running over here. We'll maybe put in some water wheels as well to power it some of the time, so we can make use of smart power. But look at moving away from the reliance on having beavers grinding away on Conan's wheel. Because that feels kind of archaic to me. Feels kind of archaic. It's also a little sad that they're doing that and none of the power's being used, but I can't be bothered to do the micromanagement, so yeah. You know, is what it is. I mean, having a dam, all of our very own, is going to be cool. That is going to be cool. Yeah. And we could plant more trees around here now, I guess, as well. So, let's do that. And I should probably plant oak trees, but we'll do... Let's do a stand of oak trees like that. And then we'll do some more pine trees. here. Just to make it even. And I'll put in a few more foresters. Just in case we're going to need them to cut down the trees. I know we're not really maxing out the capability of the forester with how we've got things set up, but Tapper Shack can be paused because we're pretty full on pine resin, so that's okay. Yeah. Not sure why you're not coming over and doing your thing. Got logs, you've got scrap. Oh, you're full of metal blocks. Okay. So do we not have storage for metal blocks? That would seem to be a bit of an oversight, wouldn't it? So I think that is a good point to do what I was considering doing. We've just disconnected ourselves from a ton of our water, but we'll fix that. And actually, I should probably do it here. Let's put in a ladder. It's a high priority build, please. We'll put that back there. And we're then going to do industrial piles and platforms and paths, and you can be metal and you can be logs. I know it's a really long way from where the smelter is at the moment, but industry's going to be over here, so yeah, that will be fine. Will be fine. I kind of feel like now we maybe don't need the pumping capacity that we had down on this coast either. It might not be a thing we need to rely on quite so heavily now. We'll see. We'll see. So that's in. I am. Let's go back over here. Let's not lose sight of all of the projects that I'm trying to get done. So we need to levy here. 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I guess across there. So we're going to need to put in a staircase to get up here. Exact. They're all gone. So I've got 9 days. So I'm going to make these medium high priority jobs, and probably we actually want them to bring over those, and yeah, then we can start getting rid of some of this crap. Start getting rid of some of these as well, because I just think they're messy. Actually, no, we need these. We need these. Cancel. I guess unless actually we replace this with a that would be neater, wouldn't it? That can be super low priority. There's that low priority job, but we'll pause that. We'll unpause that. Yeah, I think then we'll actually go a level higher here, which means we need to change how we access that water pump. Still queuing up all of the building. I know, it's how I play. How I play. And probably it would be worth me thinking about chucking in another builder's hut. And maybe easing up on the science for now. And I only built the excessive number of scientists because we had spare beavers. Yeah, so spare beavers, put them in science. It's also good, like, this kind of time where we need to get someone to be picking these mangroves. I wonder if I put it in the middle. Can't quite reach all of them, so we might have to have two. I did. I'm wondering about putting another staircase in. So I'm going to do that. Bear with me. Bear with me. We're going to... I don't know if they're going to be able to, actually, but we're going to try and demolish one of the mangrove trees and put a staircase there and see if that lets them get down to it. Yeah. Right, how are they building this stuff yet? They are not. Are our haulers? Our haulers have... I told them to bring planks over. We don't need planks, so let's not bring planks over. We could swap that to be logs, couldn't we? Logs. So we've got lots of logs. Or we could just cut down logs. Let's do both. Someone's got a long old trip to work. Someone's got a long old trip to work, but, you know. I'm guessing our builder's hut's in, yeah. So let's pause. Pause a bunch of these. Helps if you actually press the P key to pause stuff. But yeah, that's the speed we like to build at. I did need some planks, I guess, to build the staircase. So... But they can just bring planks over while they're built, because they should be able to reach all of these. So that should work out okay. I believe it should work out okay. And yeah, I'm going to replace these, but we probably want to keep the connectivity. So I'll slowly work on replacing those with something where we maintain connectivity, but not flashy lights. And the same with these. I know I've been saying I was going to replace this one forever, but I haven't yet. I think we need to make that happen as well. And then we can come back this way as well for some double height storage. And maybe we'll build a storage complex here with our industrial area off here. Water's staying good. Food is staying good. So that's all. Guess what? Good. Yeah. It's dropping a little bit, but not massively. So yeah, I'm pleased with how that's working. These guys are getting stuff done. We should probably high prioritize the staircase, because they are going to have to bring, unless they've not emptied the planks out. Yeah, they haven't emptied the planks out yet, so that's good. That's good. Hopefully they will get that done for us. The reason I'm building it a bit higher, so I'm building it to the same level as this. This is kind of our max level then, and that's going to dictate how high we can build this. Yeah. And we're not going to be able to run, it might mean we can't run this. Well, we're not going to be able to run this all of the time once I go up another level. But we'll be able to store an awful lot more water. And that's a good thing. Although, you know, we're most of the way through this bad tide and we've been able to pump continuously. So I'm somewhat tempted to throw even more pumps along here. We would need to come in and demolish the rest of these, and that's not a big problem. We could actually just mark those to be done and get it out of the way as a job to do at some point for the beavers. We'll mark it as low priority. So, and then we will need to do a reasonable amount of demolishing. So, yeah, we need to knock that one down 2 levels. So, but if that means that we don't have the, you know, we're not emptying this out at all. So, you know, there's loads of water there still. I think that's a sensible way to tackle things. I think that's a sensible way to tackle things. This is at least blocked now, which is cool. Yeah, so that's going to hopefully speed everything up. Hopefully going to speed everything up. And just not having to put so many beavers into pumping water, because we can pump water constantly. Game changing. Game changing. I don't want to say it. Oh, they can't demolish that. Okay, so let's cancel that. So we're going to need to tackle this in a different way. So you can do to there. So we'll need just throw one there. In that case, I'm just going to put one near that staircase. There we go. So, and I'm guessing that guy can, and that they're going to go anyway. So this might as well be deleted. And I'm going to set those to be emptied so that as they use the berries up, they kind of prioritize getting rid of those. I think our berry storage is full. So we can now produce metal, which means we can work towards producing an engine. It's cool. We're upping our timber cutting. We need to up our timber storage, which will come with that. I think we'll start working on a bit of a tower storage arrangement thingamabob over here. Potentially we can start to clear this lot out, I think. Yeah, the other thing that I need to be thinking about is closing up some of these. But let's get caught up on our building. Let's use this time to do that. So they've got those to finish off. We can probably go to triple speed at the moment. I don't think that would be a massive issue while we're over here. Just from a kind of tidiness point of view, we're going to get rid of those as well. Because they mildly bug me. So, yep. And that, as I've said a few times, eventually we might want to adjust some of these and get water flowing around the map in different places. But at the moment, we just need water going to where our beavers are living. So why wouldn't we want to maximize the rate that that happens? There are other water sources as well. There's a clean water source down here. It doesn't look like it at the moment, obviously. And I think there's another one on the map as well. So, yeah. But we've got the next kind of phase of focus, I think, is preparing for a bit of an expansion and a bit of an up technology. So that'll be getting engines going, moving our little industrial area to be powered by engines, getting some hydroponics going, I think that will be good. So that water pump is being built now, which is also very good. That's all in and cleared out, which is great. So you can be paused. You don't need you doing anything, and you can just be set to be emptied again. Yep. I guess if we're building dams across there, we could just have you set to be kept full of logs so that when they come over and build stuff, they've got logs. I don't see a problem with that. And I'll leave that there just for in case we want to chop some more trees down over here. Yeah, it would be nice to get rid of this, and I think the best way to do that is to just levy across here. I don't think we're into building bridges yet. We're not that kind of colony. We're not that sociable. Right, that's in. So we're going to detonate that. I'm going to build is our... Oh, I did put that on platforms. Good. We're going to platform there. We're going to control this off of a stream gauge, which is here. I know. Unusual. Possibly. I might change that, but we're going to put in a fluid dump. We're going to put in a pit tank so that it's got its own water supply. Set to water and obtain. And then we'll put in a pair of farmhouses. I want to have it that way, but that impacts how much land they can farm. What happens if I put it that way? That's actually better, which is kind of weird. So we're going to do that. We're going to have 2 farmhouses over here. You can be emptied. And yeah, what we're going to do is I'm going to pause it for now. We're going to advanced, attach to stream gauge, and we are going to pause if the depth is greater than 0.1. We're going to unpause if the depth is less than 0.05. So that's my plan. Pause the farmhouse for now. And that way, I think it should automatically, once this dries out, the fluid dump should take over. But I only want to farm the area that the fluid dump covers, so we're going to put some markers in once the fluid dump is doing its thing. So, right, that's in. So what I'm going to do is I think we can afford, actually we've only got 0.7 day left of this bad tide. Wow. Let's do that. I think we can afford to disconnect this guy and put in the staircase that we need. That's going to allow us to then delete that path and increase. I think we might do dams at that point. And we had a 14-dayer and we got through most of the water. So let's do one more and then we might do dams. So it looks nice. I might still do a floodgate in the middle in case we want to let water out. I'm not sure. We might do a mechanical pump. just so we could trickle water over to keep this area hydrated. I'm not sure. So that's the area that's going to be farmable. So what we'll do is I'm going to just mark this off with some path and some shrubs. I know. I guess actually I don't need that if I just plant the area. But we'll put path across to there. And I think we're going to start growing. We can't process it yet, but we're going to start growing canola on one side and soybeans on the other side, so that we can start doing fermented soybeans. Let's do that. We are quite short of beavers now, so slow the time down. I'm just going to get this done, and then we'll work out how we readjust our workforce to compensate for that. So you can be paused. You can all be paused, and that leaves us 2 beavers short. We don't need... we built extra lumberjacks, didn't we? Which we really don't need at the moment. I think this area we've probably got plenty of lumberjacks. We've got 3 there, which cover most of that, and then these 2 cover that area. We might need more. I'm not sure. We might need another one down here for this area. We'll see. We will see. But this will give us 5. Oh, we're through the drag. We're through the... Let's go. Pause, 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 pause. I want to see the switch happening. So, slow down. So the contamination is currently at 10%. 9%. So there is going to be a bit of a delay, a bit more of a delay actually with getting water through. So maybe I want to adjust that. So it's dropping quite quickly now. So I think this one probably we want to adjust. So maybe this one we have at like 15, 20. No, wrong way around. Pause. Because I can't have them close. Yeah, we want these to close, don't we? So yeah, I want to get water back into the colony. Basically, I need to play around with that. But I mean, look how much quicker it's flowing through now. So I mean, that's good. That's good. And our water supply has, basically stayed up where it needs to be. But we are going to need to pump a little bit more water. So, probably we'll back off on the haulers and the builders. And that has freed up a whole load of beavers to do our... Oh, we've got a bit of a flood there. A bit of flooding because we've got our dam in for the first time. But that's okay. So, yeah. We'll do a bit of a surge on the water pumping. This is paused now because the river's doing the hydration. Yep. A bit more flooding. Don't like that. We don't like that. Because we're getting flooding coming through in different places. Unintended consequences and all that. So how do we fix this quickly? How do we fix this quickly? This one's probably okay, because that's just going to give fresh water through the back there. I think what we have to do is delete that, delete that, delete that, and see if that is enough to drop the level, and then we'll have to get over there and fix this. Times get a bit more extreme. The law of unintended consequences and all that. Well, Murphy's law. I mean, it's not too bad that we're just flooding some trees, but it's not great. So let's get ourselves over there to be addressing this problem. I wish beavers could swim. Didn't need ladders to go through water. So we need to get up there. So highest priority, these beavers, and then we need to run a path along here. Which of you spotted this coming, eh? And didn't tell me. And highest priority. There we go. Let's see if... Are there any problems anywhere else? No. Just there. Okay. Let's speed up a little bit, and yeah. And flooding the trees for a bit is not the end of the world. Actually, having water coming through the back here is not at all a problem. So, and actually water's going to sit in there then, so yeah, but we can fix that. That's okay. That is fixable. Did not see that coming. Oh well. Did I pause both farms? Why did I do that? We are 4 beavers short now, so... I guess those can be paused for a bit. And we should unpause that breeding pod. Oh, cool. Our monuments are in, so... should give us a nice boost in our well-being. Yeah, let's get this fixed. Getting this fixed, please. It's not one thing, it's another. Eh? That needs to be prioritized by haulers so that they actually empty it. Yeah, they've got 9 days before it's an issue. There is another way that I could tackle it by maybe blocking... No, I was going to say blocking that off, but it's not going to work. So I do need them to get across the top here. And what I could probably do with is more builders. So let's get a couple more builders going. We've still got Conan's wheel going. So let's get those guys building instead. That'll be a much more fun thing for them to do. Do something more fun instead. I think we're going to do a low priority place some explosives along there as well. So we can just have a nice row of water pumps along here that we can just pump continuously. Make things much, particularly once we rebuild this, having destroyed a chunk of it, which doesn't seem to have actually helped that much. But let's ignore that, hey? Let's ignore that. I can't really relieve the pressure any other way. I guess I could let some out there, but that's not going to help much. I don't really want to either. Yeah. That'll get her done. And deleted so much because it's still leaking. It'd probably been quicker, but I tend to panic in these situations. And I guess the disadvantage is now, because I'm not storing stuff here, that I'm having to take stuff much further. Yeah. Oh well. Let's make the explosives a low priority, because they seem to be working on that as well. I just want them doing this job, please. Place that. Fix my flooding. Don't want dead trees. This is in, which is kind of cool. This is in. We're stockpiling metal so that we can build power at some point soon. So I would quite like to get into hydroponics as well. Actually, having this flowing means we could get some power wheels in here as well. Or lobbying. Tuck a little sneaky shower. It's a bit weird. Shower next to rooftop terrace. Yeah, I know. One log will finish that. That's finished. So we've got a few more staircases to build and then the one levee. That's full. Because we're pumping a lot of our water up here. So storage. Let's build another one for them. And probably soon we want to be looking at going towards the large tanks. Soon. $15 well-being, eh? Well, the flooded buildings are a non-event. They're a non-event. Yeah, Mom. Hopefully I guess you're working on building that. Yep. So they can both be finished. If you would, beavers. If you would. That would be lovely. 3 days to a bad tide. Fine. Not too fast on that. We will be okay. All the crops are planted. It's cool. So we do need to start thinking about how we process those crops. But problem for future me. I'm hoping that now we're looking at beavers living a bit longer. So we're seeing 16 as a peak. I think we need 17 to get the next one. So, yeah. Oh, they've ripped. No, they've not quite ripped all of those out. So, once all of those are gone, we're going to go on to... There's more stages to the plan. There's always more stages to the plan, isn't there? I know, yeah. I like me plans. I like me plans. So someone come finish it. There we go. And then we can come along and build this. And then we can start rebuilding the dam. Cool, that water tank's in. So that's going to be water set to supply and prioritized by the haulers as well. I feel we need a consolidation episode very soon. Probably where we grow the population, make sure that we've got enough water for everything. We're getting food a bit better, but we could do with, there we go. So we could do with making sure that our food supply is all sorted. Right, so let's delete you, delete you, delete you, delete you, delete you, delete you, and then replace all of the levies. Oh, there's a bit of path there. Let's delete that. Replace all of the levies. So, and let's make that a high priority and see if they can build that in 2 days and see if we can store a bit more water. Yeah, so I'm not worried that this is flowing out. I think that's fine. And we can now get, well, we will be able to, once they've rebuilt this. I was more worried about protecting the trees from flooding, really. And these are still flooding, but that should get sorted. What we can do is we could put a levee there and then put our, let me select the path, put our staircase up there. And then path, and then we will path all the way along. I feel like we might just be pushing the problem somewhere else if we close this one, but you know what? Maybe if we do dams there, now let's just get a little bit deeper. Because I only want to go a little bit deeper than what it is now. So, yeah, actually that'll work. That will work. So, let's get this stuff built, beavers. And then we'll call it a day, because I have a job to go to. I know, amazing. What am I neglecting? I feel like I'm neglecting things. We don't have gear. We just don't have enough beavers at the moment beyond this. So I think, yeah, maybe next time we need to do a bit of a focus on... There's a few things. I want to start working on the new industrial area, but we need to do a little bit. I think this bit here, we should rework, and we should get a housing area and a well-being area going. I think that would be a good thing to have happening. You can go pick some more mangroves. Yeah. Clearly, we are, you know, we're in a way better place, but still feel like there's so much to do. So much to do. I'm looking forwards to seeing how this behaves. So we'll maybe run up to the start of the bad tide, and then I'll call it a video, I think. Yeah, we'll run up to the bad tide and we'll call it a video. Yeah, we need to sort processing this food out. Just a little bit of pushing well-being back up, because we've got quite a wide spread, I think. If I click back on here, you know, I guess you're hungry and thirsty, so you just need to go get some food. But we've got some at 17, some down at 14, you know. Yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag. It's a bit of a mixed bag, and that's something that I would like to improve. And dealing with all of the cheese that we did, we should deal with that as well. Yeah. There's a few things I'd like to tidy up next time. So. But I mean, mostly I'm pleased that we've got this done. And we're going to lose a ton of water when the bad tide kicks in. You'll get to see the bad tide thing happen that I missed at the end of the last video, assuming that the OBS doesn't do its thing again. So that'll be cool. That'll be cool. We've got a nice chunk of water stored. We haven't had to go quite so ridiculous on the pumping, which is really good. So nice having consistent water supply now. Yeah, so maybe I'm not going to push this up to the full height because that will cause us problems here and here, I think. And this is a lot of water. This is a lot of water. We could, if we really wanted to make more, blast some of this out, but we should make use of some of this land. Yeah. Oh, I have basically run out of the medication that treats the very severe headaches that I get. And I think I said yesterday was a very stressful day at work, and didn't sleep much last night. And I'm already starting the day with a headache, and I have a very important meeting today. So it's partly why I've been distracting myself with beavers this morning. So yeah, I can already feel the headache building. I'm expecting the meeting to last all day. I'm kind of hoping that I get it done quicker. It's a meeting that I'm running, so it's like if I can get through her, get her done, then that'll be good. Have I been relying on water dumping this whole time? I have. Oh well. Do you know what? If you've been shouting at the screen, then cool. I don't care. We got through it. Actually, we've got what I could do is because this is at what 0.66. We could do attached to stream gauge. Low threshold. So if it goes below 0.5, it goes up to 1. If it's above 0.55, it goes to 0.5. That seems sensible, doesn't it? So let's do the same for this one. Attached to stream gauge. So if it's below 0.5, it goes to 1. If it's above 0.55, come on, 0.54 is going to be good enough. It goes to 0.5. So they should both drop to 0.5 at that point, and then we're going to go pause. Let's go over here and watch the floodgates do the thing. So this is going to be changed slightly because these aren't going to open until later now. So these aren't going to open until the contamination gets quite high. Gets above 25, yeah, they're going to drop. Well, if we just keep an eye on this, once this hits, I think it's about 4 or 5, these floodgates should swap. There we go. So there's our bad tide protection in, and then as it ramps up, these will open as well. So you should see these open in. There we go. So those are open as well. And then down here, this is all cool. This is all cool. So this will keep flowing for a bit. I didn't set. I should have. So for now, we will I need to set those to pause if a bad tide happens as well, not just a drought. That was my bad tide. See what I did there? No. So yeah, we're going to have 5 pumps running through the 15-day bad tide. So we're going to be fine for food and water. Yeah, so I think next time we need to look at setting up processing for the canola, processing and storage for the canola and the soybeans. I want to get some engines running over here. We can open these up now because that's fresh water coming through there. That would be good. But yeah, get a new industrial area going. Even though this area is now green, we're going to get a new industrial area going over here. Look at consolidating the housing and the well-being stuff. Think about our beaver numbers. And yeah, that'll be good, I think. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. I am now really quite far ahead on recording videos. It's Wednesday, and I think this video is going to come out on Monday next week. So yeah, I might get another one done before the weekend as well. I'm not sure. But then you'll catch up again as I get busy with being in the office. So we'll see. It depends. Basically, my assumption is I'm going to record a video tonight. But that is predicated on I feel cool when I finish work and actually want to record a video tonight. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Bye.